Okay, so Mr. Gardiner's U.S. History class is not your normal class. It is split up into 4 main days. Day 1 being Information Day. This is where you're going to learn all your information throughout the week and what you're going to need for the rest of the week. Day 2 is Question Day. For this day, to prepare, you're going to want to form a question, but it has to be sophisticated and something that Google cannot answer. So Mr. Gardiner really likes if you go and you make sure that the question shows that you listened for Information Day, but also that you went home and did research and really shows that you care about what we are learning about and that you did that extra research for homework. And make sure for Information Day that you take notes. It's really easy not to take notes and just listen to the information, but if you have something to look back on for Question Day, it makes Question Day so much easier. I learned this really late and I wish I would have done it earlier because all my question days from when I took notes were so much easier than when I didn't take notes. And then Day 3 is Time Machine Day. For this day, you can't just come in and just like know the information for Information Day. You know, you're gonna need to know, like you're gonna need to do extra research outside of class. I mean, there's a lot of extra research that goes on like outside of class to make sure that you're prepared when you come into class that day. And for Time Machine Day, he's gonna give you a subject or a person and you're gonna have to come in and pretend like you're in the time that we're in and really just know everything about that time so that you can pretend like you're in that time. And I mean, there's a lot of them. Some of them are really like nerve-wracking, you might get a bit nervous, but then some of them are really fun, like the 20 stock game. There's you have to pretend like you're buying and selling stocks, and then you have to be prepared to drop out for when the stock market crashes. And that one, I really enjoyed that one. And I also really enjoyed the Oklahoma land rush. You have to go around and he hides a bunch of like stakes and you have to like bring them back, and there's only so many so that you can like claim your land. I mean, it's really fun. You'll learn about it. And you know, you cover everything from starting London 1580 all the way to now, whatever is going on in history right now. Like for example, my class did COVID, and then we also did like a bunch of other things that happened. And then you're gonna want to go all the way to the future and talk about what you think will happen in the future and take the information that you have learned, really consider it, and put that into your predictions. And then there's the last day is Quiz Day. And there's a couple of options. You can do an easy quiz and take it by yourself, a bit more advanced quiz, and you can collaborate, or an even more advanced quiz, and you can Google stuff. Well, the collaboration one, you know, that's a good choice. I promise you that. But you can't just rely on one person. You really have to know your stuff and put in effort all together as a class, because that's what's gonna get you a good grade, because Mr. Gardiner will not like it if you just like rely on one person, because then you're not learning anything. So you also have, now we have all the days, that's all the days, but you can't, like you have to make sure that you're in class, but if you're not, you get 3 exemptions per semester, and don't just use them if you don't want to do something. You really want to save them for when you're not there, because you can't just make up a time machine. You have to exempt it. Like if you miss the time machine, you have to exempt it. You can make up question days and quizzes, but you want to save those exemptions for time machines, because I mean, if you miss a time machine and you don't have an exemption, it's 0. There's no way to make it up. So really save your exemptions and use them wisely. And then one last thing is a semester project. At the end of each semester, you'll get a big project and you can work on it in increments throughout the semester. For the first semester, you have to do a research project on your family, and you have to have 4 tasks, and you have to, or no, 5 tasks, and you have to complete them all to like get all the research for your family. Well, you don't want to procrastinate on this, because you have to wait for him to make sure if it's right and to form another task for you. And if you're doing them all in the last day, it's not going to get done. Like there's plenty of other people who would do that, and he's going to be preparing so many tasks and making sure that other people are right and having to email you back. It's just not going to work out. So make sure that you have those done early really, really early. You can't wait till the last day. And then for the second semester, you have to make a video on something in history. Have fun with this, but do not procrastinate, because recording the audio will take forever and you're gonna want it to be good. And then editing all the stuff together takes so much longer than what you think. I swear, when I had to do the last 5 minutes, because you do 2, then 3 more, than 5, and when I had to do that last 5 minutes, it took me forever. I was working on that for so long, and I didn't think it was going to take that long, even though he told you it's going to take long, and I just waited, and not the way to go, because it takes a really long time. So make sure that you don't procrastinate on that and put in a lot of effort. And if talking isn't your thing and you can't have a good audio for it, try to find a good AI. There are good ones out there that will make like audio for you, and it's just a better option. Like, it'll just be better. So, you know, there's the tips. Don't procrastinate. Really listen to Mr. Gardiner, because he has really good information, and just enjoy the class. Have fun.